popes were meant to be celibate. But what if one pope had a secret family and made his kids princes? This is the scandalous story of Pope Alexander VI, who lived in the 1400s and was the head of the infamous Borgia family. You know you've gone too far when even your fellow popes are calling you a bad influence. And they were right. Alexander's two kids, Cesare and Lucrezia, were legitimate Borgia heirs, which meant they were also legitimate members of the royal priesthood. That didn't stop him from making Cesare a cardinal at age 18 and putting his daughter Lucrezia in line for a duchy. That's a lot of nepotism, and it all reeked of the stench of simony, the selling of church offices for money. The other popes were onto him, and they excommunicated him. But Alexander didn't care because he was busy being a single father of two. He lavished expensive gifts on his children, including a massive diamond-encrusted cross for Lucrezia. And when she wasn't playing with her new toy, she was getting married. Her father arranged 10 of her marriages, which may sound like a lot, but most of them were to men she didn't actually have to sleep with. See, back then, it was common for people to marry for political reasons. And if you're a woman in the 1400s, your value comes from your virginity. So these marriages were often between two consenting adults who just weren't physically attracted to each other. But that didn't stop the gossip. Rumors swirled that the Pope's palace was more the court of a crime family than the house of God. And everyone was talking about how Alexander was giving away church offices in exchange for money. Oh, and they also said he kept prostitutes in his palace, which technically isn't a crime, but it's definitely a scandal. Rome was so scandalized that they called in the bishop to investigate. And when he came to the palace to gather evidence, he found out the hard way that God's house may look like a brothel, but it's really a fortress. The bishop never finished his report because Alexander had him poisoned. And soon after that, the Pope died too. Was it of natural causes or was he poisoned? We may never know. But we do know that both of his children went on to rule the Italian peninsula. And their story is just getting started. So when power and family mix, scandal follows. And you won't want to miss a second of it. Subscribe now.